It is game time. We are officially 1 week away from our New Year's Mega Challenge. This is going to be a ton of fun. There's thousands in prizes with 1,000 grand cash prize for our two winners, which is going to be so exciting. And we're going to be shredding together over 30 days to start 2026 with a bang. So whether you've been a client before or you're someone who's debating it, there is no better time to get started because we're going to push you. We're going to do it in a healthy and sustainable way. And most importantly, we're going to do it together and we're going to guarantee your results. So this is going to be a challenge not like any other. Do not miss out. We are 1 week out. This is your last chance to secure a spot. The way you can do that is messaging me on Instagram saying New Year's Challenge, my Instagram, to @ColossusFit, ColossusFit. Stop saying this year. Actually make it this year. Reach out. Let me do the hard work for you, give you the exact nutrition, training, and accountability you need to succeed throughout this challenge and beyond and build your best physique ever. Can't wait to do this together. Now into an incredible episode. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fit, Healthy, and most of all, Happy podcast. I'm your coach and host, Josh, here with
his co-host and co-coach, KG, and I'm in the house.
And I want to shout out anyone who's listening to this right now. We looked at our schedule and we're like, ooh, this episode comes out on Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas, first and foremost, whether this is before, after, or during. Merry Christmas to you if you celebrate. Just an exciting time, right? Things really slow down here, especially into the new year. Motivation dwindles. It's not necessarily a fun time, but me and Kyle are always here for you twice a week, no matter what. We're showing up to get you motivated, hungry, inspired, and encouraged. And we wanted to talk about how we are going to stay motivated during the holiday season because everything's against you. It's cozy. You want to sleep in. You want to skip the gym. You want to eat a little extra food, but you can do a lot of damage and you can lose a lot of momentum into the new year. And momentum is everything. When you're excited, you have the energy and next Thursday kicks and you're feeling your best already. It's such a better position to start. So we're just going to absolutely fire you up right now. So I'm warning you, if you're a little bit concerned, you might get super fired up from this episode. We're going to talk about how to stay motivated during the holiday season.
So one of the biggest things I'm doing is I'm just relying on other sources to help me stay motivated. So a lot of times it's very important to look at yourself, to have internal sources of motivation, but there's nothing wrong with external. And two of the big things for me is just leaning on my friends like Josh. I'm going to get some extra workouts in with him. Some of our buddies who we don't ever get to work out with, we're going to be able to work out with them because they're off. We're going to be able to get longer workouts in, better workouts in. Some guys are reaching out and we're going to go rock climbing. Like there's some extra time here, which is awesome. A lot of time for family and presents and, all that other stuff. But there's also so much time for activities and for the things that are going to better you. And that's absolutely incredible. And especially during this time, one other thing I'm really looking at is going to be other sources aside from friends, but just the high level minds out there. So audiobooks, podcasts. I sat down at my desk the other day and I just started to do a little bit of work and I had for an hour and a half, just some guys basically firing me up, talking about goals, talking about staying strong, talking about pushing themselves. And this is something I always do. Like whether it's the holiday season, whether it's like a Friday, a Monday, whatever it is, I'm just trying to stick with the things that I know. But at the same time, if there ever is a little bit of dull time, I'm looking to use these things a little bit more to help push myself in case I'm ever not feeling motivated. So these are the main things that I'm really trying to double down on.
I love what Kyle said there because that is everything, right? Have that extra support, have that excitement. And that's going to be my tip is to take the advantages that are there and don't let them become disadvantages. So because of your extra time, it can be easy to feel like I should lay around more and rest more, but you can actually rework that. And like Kyle said, you could meet up with some friends that you haven't seen and crush a long workout. You could take your time in the gym and really celebrate it, knowing you have more time to recover and get a good sleep. Try going to the gym at a different time. You can have more opportunity to cook and prep healthy foods. It can be so easy during these seasons just to say, I'm going to push it to the side, take a break from training, take a break from the diet, but that's not going to help you feel motivated. That's going to demotivate you. That's going to make you feel worse. Instead, just show up and do the things you know you need to get done and find ways to make it more exciting. Like I said, just for me, like being able to take my time in the gym, maybe seeing a different friend, just enjoying it, planning to get food after, like it's amazing how much more exciting that can be. I also love the thought that I can beat myself up extra hard because I have more time to rest and recover and celebrate that. So to to me, like the more you can just show up and say, I'm going to continue to eat good, I'm going to continue to track my food, I'm going to be in there for my gym. Like you cannot underestimate how much motivation just showing up and doing these things can do. The second you throw them to the side, you're like, oh, I haven't worked out all week. Like what's the big deal if I have an extra portion of dessert tonight? Whereas if you know you're on your grind, you're seeing progress, you're feeling freaking good, you got the energy going, you've done some extra walks. Like when you do that, like more action actually promotes more action, whereas inaction promotes more inaction. So you can flip the script in its head by celebrating this time and using that to say like, how can I push even harder and still really celebrate the season that's in front of me?
Yeah, and the other thing is just really to lock in on your goals and to start setting your future goals. And I'd say a lot of people are demotivated during this time because once mid-December hits, there's 2 weeks of just like nothing and people don't care about their goals. They're not sure what they're going to accomplish the next year. And it's just like, all right, I'll think about it January 1st. So for me, it's very hard not to be motivated when I've spent the last week and I'm going to spend the next week thinking about the physique goals I want to hit, getting all my clients ready and excited for the challenge that we have taking place, thinking of where I could go, where I could have improved from this past year and what I want to do different this year. Like it's just so impossible to just not be fired up and to want to hit my goals and to want to be the best version of myself when all I'm thinking about is just like all the things that I want to do and how excited I am for it. So it's not to say that we can't spend great time with family. There's going to be some get-togethers. There's going to be continued meals and all that stuff, and that's fantastic. But what's so cool is there's a lot of other things we can control. Let's say I have a couple hours of family get-togethers and then a lot of other time just focused on my grind, on my goal setting, on all that great stuff that I want to accomplish. Like it's nice to have that good balance, but I just see for so long, people just be like, all right, I'm doing nothing. It's just like, I will not move a finger. I'm doing like, I'm on vacation mode and you can never reach out to me. Like you won't see me doing anything. I just want to watch a show and just, that's it. So I really encourage you to spend time reflecting, set your goals. And there's no way to not be motivated from that.
Yeah, and to what Kyle said, you can absolutely take a day, take a morning, take whatever you feel is appropriate for you, rest, relax, have that time. But in general, like as we know, like if you think in your mind you just want to eat as much food as you can, but eventually your stomach starts to hurt, you feel sick, it loses its luster. To me, I find you can enjoy that rest more if you also add in some lifting, some movement, some good food, right? And you could even like look at what that looks like for you. If you normally train 5 times, you want to train 3, like at least show up for yourself. And I think the concept that I love during the season that really helps me have an edge is separation season. So while everyone else is taking the time off, they're getting worse, they're starting their new year not in a great spot, they're staying up too late, they're drinking too much, you can say like, how can I get after it even more, to what I said before? And it can become a challenge. And having that challenge, having that attitude of like, how can I separate myself? How can I use this instead of a season where I backtrack and I lose momentum, to where I actually grow, where I propel, where I vault myself forward just with intention, focus, excitement, rest, recovery. Like it just makes it seem way more fun and it gamifies it. And like I said, you actually most often have more time during this time. So that can be a great way to look at it. And just that attitude of like, how can I separate? How can I propel myself and have that momentum into the new year? And then having challenges. So an example could be trying meal prepping for the first time, adding and stretching every night, doing some abs at home, spending a long time in the gym, like I said, cooking a meal, like whatever it is, you could try something new and something exciting, or working out with a friend that you know is going to beat you up and give you a little bit of a hard time, or going on a walk every day, or even better yet, know you have our challenge coming up on January 1st. You got a week, like knowing you have that support and just that commitment and locking yourself into that, like there's no hiding. You're going to be motivated because you're going to say, I signed up, I'm taking this serious. Like this year is actually going to be a position of change. And you'll find by even doing that, you're going to be more motivated to do a good job during this week, during the excitement, the chaos, the parties. And like that alone, even for me, like knowing I have that is such an advantage.
Yeah. And honestly, by you reaching out like early on, it's going to make such a big difference, because most people are waiting for the specific January 1st date or January 5th or whenever it is. I know the Monday will be like the 4th, let's just say. So people will be waiting to start on the Monday. So by you taking that first step, reaching out to us for the New Year's challenge and starting to, like, even on top of that, when you want to do something, if you, let's say today or tomorrow, have this new habit you want to build, start then. That's how you're going to become so much more motivated, because you're not waiting for a specific date. And that's something that I've been doing this whole holiday season and will continue to do, is when I want to fix a habit or add something in, I'm going to do it as soon as I immediately think about it. I'm not going to wait for some arbitrary date in the future. And I find that that's one of the easiest ways to just stay motivated, is just to continue to look for these new things you can optimize, you can add in, you can take out, you start to play around with things. And I find I get really excited because I get to play around with my routine and see what I want to change. And honestly, once again, with this New Year's challenge, by you reaching out to us now, you'll get early access pricing. You'll be able to know that you guarantee yourself results going into this new year, which is so motivating, knowing, hey, there's no way I'm going to fail. Like, starting this year off strong, that's an absolutely incredible feeling. So if you haven't reached out already, just message us New Year's Challenge to our Instagram at Colossus Fit, COLOSSUSFIT, and we'd love to help you out. So anything else?
That's it. So get hungry, get motivated, use this time, celebrate this time, keep checking in with us, maybe listen back to some old episodes. We're here to fire you up, inspire you. We're going to have an incredible episode come Monday. I guess the last episode of 2025, which is bananas. So we're going to make sure we end with a bang and start the new year with a bang. But thank you for tuning in today. Shout out to you for listening to this episode during this season. We hope you're motivated and you have an exciting week ahead. Peace out.